Okay, so you know what this video is about? And yes, I designed some Hollow Knight inspired characters. See? Now this is a real challenge for me because I started learning coloring the same time I was doing this project. And I didn't know how difficult it would be. Like, I'm a beginner. So this is a real challenge to me. And I'll show you the first design, the bad design first. And if you don't know, like how Hollow Knight characters are, let's say, drawn, they're like simple. Like they're so very simple shapes. And I thought that it would be not as hard as I thought it would be, but it was challenging. I was looking at bugs for a week now. So without further ado, I'll show you the first design. It's this one. It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. As you can see, I wanted the forelegs to kinda act like a front cloth to the guy. Because this is Arak. This is the main character. And this guy is based on a Brazilian wandering spider. Because I did my research on this. I'll show you that later. And webs are his abilities. This is like when he goes berserk, his form. When he injects venom onto himself. This part, you guys see like where the fang is situated on the spider's face. There's like this big oblong shape in front of their face where the fang is situated. So it looks like ears, but it's not ears. So there's the 8 eyes, 8 limbs, and the color. It's so bright. It's really bright. Now moving on. This is the bad one. It gets decent, very decent. Moving on to Prilla. This is the main heroine. That is the main heroine. And she's based on a Magellan birdwing, a species from the Philippines. And this time, this design came naturally to me. You see like how the curve, and she looks like she is dancing. Like she's holding up her wings, and there's some blue in here, in her wings. It's very subtle. It's very subtle, but there's a blue in there. And like how it's see-through. Oh, I really like that one when I drew that. It's one of her main abilities. Because she uses light arts. She can change the color of her wings. Well, she can use lights, technically. And she is known as the most beautiful insect in the kingdom where they're from. Now moving on to the antagonist. Now this is Artrox. He is based on a Peruvian giant centipede. So as you can see, like, well, long limbs, and there's like these shells, and this is like a centipede's face, right? And I like how it's an armor on him. And his fighting style on this form, specific form, is he uses his long limbs as whips, like latigos. And there's some backstory in there, because I did write backstories on all of them. And the color too, I like how the color is like brownish, orange. And moving on, now this is the main supporting character, Vitra. And she uses nails. Finally, someone who uses nails. And if you see here, like, I made her nails to be like needles. And there's a reason why it's orange. It's because it's glowing nails. Because dragonflies are fast, they're the most efficient flyer in the insect world. So, have you guys seen before those 1000 glowing degree knife? That's similar to her glowing nail, is that she hits it over and over again until it hits up to produce, well, a reddish, orange, yellowish glow. And she's a dual wielder, and the orange in her eyes, my intent on that is to try and show the reflection of the glowing nail. Yes, this is the main supporting character, Vitra, and she is based on a giant darner, the species of the dragonfly. Moving on, we'll finally get to the main character. Okay, this is the redesigned alaki. See that? That's so cool. Okay, the reason why there's only one pang in there is because when he fought this guy can change into a giant centipede, and Arak, this guy, changed into this form and they fought and ends up losing, and this guy ends up taking one of his fangs away. So that's like a backstory. Like, they have a lore. I type it all out. Now the design. As you can see here, the wings. No, not the wings. As you can see here, the cape, the mantle, the cloak. It's webs. And I kept the arms in front of him, the legs in front of him. And the eyes, I changed the eyes. And the color overall is so much better. There's some lighting in there, and I think it really improved. And there's some romance going on between him and this girl right here. So okay, I'll show you guys the, like, it's a research in a way that I've been doing for these characters. See this? The concept board, where I'm trying to piece out the lore, the connections between them. The concept was already in my mind when I was editing the 30-day drawing video, and as you can see here, all descriptions, and I made a whole PowerPoint presentation for them. Look at this, look at this. There's like the setting, the events, the introduction, the character introductions. See? The terminologies and the present and that. I talk about the design specifically on this video because, like, I recorded a video separate from this where I was talking all about the lore, like their specific abilities, and it was a 40-minute video, and I'm really happy with how they came out, like really decently. This is the first design, and this is my first time coloring my drawing too, which I think is why it's really rough, really muddy. Then she came along. I really like her design. So let me know if you guys want to see the lore, the stories behind them, because they have stories behind them, especially this guy. And let me know if you guys want some other character inspired from a specific series that you guys would like to see. And I'm pretty satisfied with how they came out. There's some room for improvements, that's for sure, but overall, like, I'm satisfied with the progress that I've made. I didn't know, like, character designs have this much insight on them before, because what I've learned is that a character design without a story behind it is empty. It's really empty. Like, no matter how much ornaments you put on the character itself, himself or herself, it doesn't matter if there's no story behind the character. It's empty. And this was a fun challenge. This was a very difficult, fun challenge because I enjoyed, like, trying to figure out how the character would look like. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and as always, Striker logging out.